Today is our 30th annual EHS Band Craft Fair. This year it's back at the high school, unlike last year where we had to have it at the Collinsville Convention Center scaled back due to COVID protocols. But this year it's great to be back to the high school where we've got more than 320 booths and 215 vendors. So this year, great turnout so far, just in our first couple hours of doing this, and we expect to have a great weekend. This event is primarily run by our booster organization. They do most of the communicating with the crafters and a lot of the forward planning of the event. I'm here to really make sure, be the guy on the facilities and to coordinate our student help. But this event couldn't be done without our booster club organization, and because they're the ones who really drive it.
Most of the wood came off of our property. We have some acreage out in the sticks, and I do not cut live trees. It's trees that are down on the ground. Hate to cut a live tree, but the trees that are on the ground have spalted or started the rotting process, and that adds additional colors into the regular grain of the wood. You could look at some of the pieces and wonder where those lines came from. I didn't draw them in. That's just part of the process of the forest reclaiming itself. There's bowls, there's different types of bowls. There's wing bowls that have edges sticking out. There's some bowls that just have a lot of spalting that I like a lot. A lot of my favorite pieces are the pieces that go quickly because, they're other people's favorites too. Occasionally I'll bring something I'm not a real big fan of, and it'll disappear quickly. So this is the first time we have been in Edwardsville. Last year was our first Edwardsville fair, and it was down at the convention center. So we've never actually been in the school. But this is a really, really good show. There's people who appreciate not just my stuff, but see what they're carrying around. There's a lot of high quality stuff here, a lot of good artisans that you don't see in craft fairs. You see a lot of crafty stuff, but this one has a lot more artisans with their materials.
So we make clothing for Elf on the Shelf. We've been doing it about 6 years now. Everything is homemade. The cowboy outfit, the karate outfit, the hula skirt, and the camo outfits are our biggest sellers. And sometimes people just buy silly stuff because they're making it funny. Sometimes they want to dress Elf up because that's what Dad does. If he's a fireman or a policeman or whatever. The best thing about the craft fairs is the people and the stories that they tell us about their Elf dolls and how much the kids like them.
I am overwhelmed at the number of people here today, and to see the support for our ever-growing band program. The band program is getting better and better every year, and it's the biggest fundraiser. My favorite vendor is the dip guy, the party queen dip person, but we also, on such a cold day, are appreciating all the knitting and the hats and the scarves and things like that.
It's great. It's definitely uplifting to see how many people come out and support our band, and we appreciate all the community support that we get all the time in Edwardsville and the surrounding areas. I mean, the best thing about it is just seeing the huge crowds and seeing who comes out and support us. We have it. And actually, one of the most fun things that I like is we have a lot of alumni that come back for this event because they've worked it as students, and it's great to see them. They come and visit us and let us know what's going on in their lives.